My, I could play this thing for a long time. I love the sound of this. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, friend and fellow flute enthusiast alike. What we have here today are flutes made by Dustin Selva of Elemental Flutes. We are launching these as products on our store, horizonsflutestore.com. We are now carrying triple flutes by Dustin, and these are just magical, simple in design, but man, as far as sound quality, harmony, and just yummy flute sounds, these just knock it out of the park. So I wanted to go over some specifics with you on these particular flutes. We carry these. Dustin makes a lot of different flutes, and if you visit his website, you're going to find so many amazing flutes. High, low, mid-range, double, triple, the different frequencies, so much. I invite you to check out his work if you're not familiar already. But I want to talk to you about the setup and the keys that we're offering here. All the flutes will be made out of walnut, and this walnut is very beautiful. Each one, because they're made of wood, and wood is a natural product, each one is going to look a little bit different. Some benefits that I like here, not particularly to these, but particular to Dustin's work, are the 3 different totems. Sometimes you just get one big block of wood up here. And I've mentioned this before in other videos and trainings when I work with students in regards to multi-chambered flutes. Having these extra blocks or separate blocks, this is really going to aid you well because you can fine-tune each and every one. We're offering these in 2 different keys. The one that I'm playing for you is in the key of F sharp. And so what that means is, 3 barrels up here, 3 totems, 3 sound holes, 3 mouthpieces as well. So you can see how it's kind of, the middle one protrudes, and the 2 on the left and right each are a little more recessed than that one. So the middle one is your main melody flute. So you're going to get your regular 6-hole F sharp flute here. On the other side, this is different because we have some that are left-handed and some that are right-handed. So you'll notice this one has the drone holes on the left barrel, whereas this one has the drone holes on the right. And this is important because when you're reaching over, so for example, if I pick up this other one, and I am a right-handed flute player, what that means is I play with my dominant hand on the right. The rule of thumb, which some people go against the grain, and that's totally cool, whatever your dominant hand is that you write and eat with, that hand goes on the bottom. I have right-handed friends that play flute the other way. So I play with right hand on bottom. It would be kind of challenging for me to reach all the way over, not undoable, but a little challenging to reach all the way over to this left side for those holes on the bottom, which is why we have some set up for a right-handed flute player, some for a left. Like I said, this is not impossible. I can do this without any issues, but you want to be careful because when you do this, if you're not careful, your fingers could shade over the holes in that middle flute. So what we're going to have with each one that stays the same is you're going to have a melody flute in the middle. It's always going to be set up that way. On the left or right of that, you're going to have a drone that has the 3 holes. Okay? And then you're going to have one that has no holes. So this is how it's set up. You have your melody flute. You're going to have a root of that same one. And then over here, you're going to have the option for root, third, minor third, fourth, or fifth there. So you can use painter's tape to tape these up as well. And so we offer these in the key of G and the key of F sharp. And because one of the reasons we do that is because when you get any lower than that, a lot of people love that lower sound. it becomes a lot of flute to manage. And even though this is made from walnut, yeah, there is a little heft to it, but it's not unreasonable. You get into some of the exotic woods, these things start to get very heavy. But this doesn't feel unreasonable or unmanageable for weight, and still feels kind of thin, thin profile here, so it's not a handful for my hands. So I played the F sharp for you in the intro. I'll play out with the G. This one will be a little different because it is a lefty. And that's a really good exercise too, by the way. If you are used to playing a certain way, a certain hand on the bottom, I encourage you to explore your ambidextrousness, perhaps, and maybe switch up the hands. Put your left hand on the bottom, whereas you would normally have your right, and see how much and how far you might be able to go. You're going to realize how many tendencies you have with that hand and how much is autopilot. It's really cool. So I'll play you out with this. Look for these on our website, horizonsflutestore.com. If you're interested in learning to play, we do have a multi-chambered flute course. There's tons of stuff in that course. We have lots of online courses, membership, lots of learning opportunities, both online and in person coming up. Look at Horizons Flute School. So it's one brand, but two websites, Horizons Flute Store, Horizons Flute School. Both are under that umbrella. So I'll play this flute out for you. Thank you, Dustin, so much for partnering with us on these triple flutes. It was kind of a gap in our offering, and we're really happy to be working with you. Friends, take a look at our website, but also take a look at Dustin's as well, Elemental Flutes in North Carolina, and check out his work as well. I'll play you out today. Thanks for watching.